Hey, what's going on, guys? Got another gameplay for you. This time it's a flawless 32-0 Kim Strike on Trimmer, running around with the MTAR, as you can see. And I'm also playing with Dario, another fellow member, YouTuber, and member of the clan. And a link will be down in the description below about his channel. He doesn't have that many gameplays up there because he lives like in the boondocks of like fucking Oregon or whatever. So his internet's pretty fucking bad, to say the least. But yeah, feel free to check him out. But anyways, back to the topic at hand. The second step I believe that you need in order to become a good runner gunner is that your shot has to be good. Because, you know, once you're able, or once you feel comfortable enough to where your vision's good enough to where you're able to determine who's on the head glitch or sitting in the corners and things like that, and especially when you're running around, you know, you gotta have that shot. Because otherwise, you might as well be like these randoms that sit in the corner and just spray all over the fucking place. And with as much camping and head glitch going on in this game, you only have those first couple of seconds or first couple of shots that you get off in order to kill them. Now, you know, it's really hard to say, you know, how you can develop your shot. You know, because obviously you can just play pubs over and over and over, and then obviously, you know, eventually you'll get there. Now, things that I've done in the past that's helped me develop a good shot throughout the years of playing COD is game battles. I play a lot of game battles in MW3. Now, it's not for everybody, but, you know, when I played it in MW3 on the hardcore ladder, we did a lot of TDM. Now, for you GB nerds, I know, what a random, right? Playing TDM, because it was all about search and destroy. But, you know, when you're playing TDM, GBs, it's all about, or in hardcore anyways, it's all about getting the first kill and just camping your ass off. That's, you know, that's what it's all about. You can play entire 10 minutes where it can go 0-0 and you have to replay it, or it could be 1-0 final score. So there's a lot of head glitching, sitting in buildings, sitting in bushes and shit like that. So playing that helped me, you know, to work on my overall shot. You know, learning when to, you know, spray from the hip or aiming down sights, or being able to pick somebody, you know, all the way across the map on a head glitch, or knowing when to burst fire or when to just, you know, let it rip. You know what I mean? So, you know, like I said, it's not for everybody. You can always play private matches against bots or that squad war shit, or just, you know, continue to play pubs, and eventually, as much as you work on it, it'll be, you know, you'll get there. Now, like I was saying about GBs, what I meant by knowing when to burst fire, or, you know, knowing when to let it rip, is like most of these, you know, rifles or, you know, ARs or whatever, you can let it rip and the gun will continue to kick up because in the natural kick that it has. But then you gotta kind of teach yourself, if you want that accuracy, especially over a long range, to kind of burst it. Just tap the trigger, and once you do that, you know, you kind of make the fully automatic kind of like a 3-round burst almost. And once you do that, the accuracy is going to be so much better, and it'll become eventually second nature to you. And then, you know, what I meant by like knowing when to spray from the hip or aiming down sights, it's like, let's say you're aiming down sights, shooting at one guy, but then 2 more guys run around the corner. You know, you don't have to aim down sights still, because more than likely, you know, one of them will get you. So just when you're shooting at the guy aiming down sights and those 2 come around the corner, just pop out of it and spray from the hip, and vice versa. You know what I mean? Because a lot of guys, they spray from the hip and they're not getting no hit markers, even though they got the perk on and all that shit, and it's like, what the fuck, is my barrel bent? Like, what's going on here? So that's another thing you have to be able to kind of teach yourself, is when to aim down sights and when to spray from the hip. And then you know, obviously other things you can do is, what's your sensitivity? Is it too high, too low? You got to be able to know what works for you. Because, you know, like I was saying before, I play like on a 13 or 14, because I like being able to turn on people that sit in the corners in case I run by them and shit like that. And other people like the force sensitivity for more accuracy, you know, things like that. And of course, probably the biggest thing is just knowing what gun works for you. You know, my MTAR with the iron sights isn't for everybody, because in the beginning I hated the iron sights. I ran the red dot all the time, but then after a while, I didn't like sacrificing attachment, you know, the red dot for something else, so I kind of forced myself to get used to the iron sights. and then also kind of develop a I don't know, saying or a motto or whatever, like shoot to kill. I mean, it's obvious, right? It explains itself, but just the understanding of it, I think, does more for you, because like you really have to know when to shoot the gun and when not to, especially in hardcore, because granted that most of these randoms have no idea what the fuck they're doing. Sometimes it seems like they don't even have any thumbs while they're playing. But let's say that you're chasing the guy down, right? And you start shooting at him, but he already turned the corner of the building. You know what I mean? So not only did you miss your shot, but if he has any common sense or awareness, he knows that you're behind him, and he'll turn on you, or he'll just fucking run away, and you're fucked. You missed out on a kill. So if you're chasing a guy and he's about to turn that corner of the building, or let's say you see him late and he's about to turn the corner of the building, don't shoot your gun. Either chase him down, find another way to go around him, or flank him or whatever. But if you feel that you're not going to get him in time, don't shoot. Don't expose yourself. You know what I mean? So that's what I mean by shoot to kill. Knowing when to shoot and when to just let him go by. So yeah, guys, as you see, the gameplay is coming to an end, so hopefully this commentary was beneficial to you, made some sense, was helpful in a way. If you got any questions or anything like that, feel free to note down in the comments below. And yeah, guys, till next time. Peace.